Hi guys, so let's do something different today. Let's go for a base game match of Settlers of Catan. So no cities and knights today. I think that might be quite interesting. So I'm in first position and I need to play quickly, otherwise players will leave. So let me go on this ore wheat spot. In general, ore and wheat are the two most valuable products in the base game. Well, there's basically two strategies. You can play a so-called wood brick strategy, as other YouTubers have pointed out regularly, or you can play a so-called Urvi cheap strategy. And in general, the Urvi cheap strategy is the more efficient one, but you can win with the wood brick strategy also. Yeah, that's clearly the second best spot, and I bet third position will pick the 8-4-10, so is it? So I will not be getting great access to sheep, so I will not be buying a ton of development cards, unfortunately, but I need to consider for my second settlement spot. I would love to pick something like the 5-4-11 or the 9-4-11 to get a free vote at the beginning and to build to another settlement spot. I'm actually on a little bit too much wheat, so I would need some more ore to compensate. So the 6-3 is also a valid option for me. The 3-4-9 is also a very reasonable choice, especially since I can cut gray off to the 3-1 port. And I'm in first position, so I actually, if I pick a good brick spot, I can actually cut somebody off for sure. That's the main advantage, I think, of going first. Is that with your last pick, you can be absolutely certain where there are spots you can build and where you can cut somebody off, which is really important, because in the long run this 10 ore is not enough for me. I need access to the 6 ore also. Yeah, I would pick the 3-4-9 instantly. Aber Bartelsgrind drauf drücken, bitte. But maybe Purple is thinking the same thing, and I probably assume he will. So what's my second choice? I mean, I could go on the 3-6 and make both those guys look stupid, which is actually not that unreasonable to go for a pure OV cheap strategy. I think I will do that. I'm of course going to be racing for the 8-3 with red, which I will have no chance of actually getting, but I will do it because I don't think red is that interested either, to be honest. And I should get a city pretty quickly, which is really important to boost my game going forward. And I will probably settle on these 3-1 ports anyway. So I'm not all that keen on going on this 8-3. I mean, I will do it if red lets me, but if not, it's not the end of the world. I'm actually quite satisfied with my setup, even though I have no access to either wood or brick, which obviously is an issue, but I have a 3-1 port to compensate for it, brick for a sheep. Theoretically, I could, but since I will not be building roads anytime in the near future anyway, I will probably have to wait for like a year of plenty or a road building card to do that. I'm not that interested in giving my sheep away right now. But I will probably Yeah, if I roll a 5 or an 8, now I pretty much have to. So gray bought a development card, could be a knight. A 4, that's not my number, unfortunately. I can ask if now somebody wants to trade me a brick for a sheep. Because now I would do it since I have 2 of them. Red was the one asking. So he is no longer interested, unfortunately. Gray seems to at least be considering it. But that takes too long. No. So I need 5s and 8s to roll quite quickly. There is one of them. That's good. Yeah, a city would really, really boost my game. Purple already has a very early settlement on the wheat port, but I don't think he will be using the wheat port very much. We can do that one. Oh, red has a nice settlement. But on the other hand, he gives me a pretty nice spot for the robber on this line. Since all 3 players are on it. And I'm not 7ing out just yet, so a 7 would be nice, or a 5 or an 8. A 10, okay, that's an ore, but it's not tremendously useful right now. Yeah, this race is lost. I'm not going to invest in that. I'm just going to buy a development card. Oh, it's a victory point. Okay. Well, I just bought it to get rid of some of my cards. First robber in the game. Hey, he should really steal from red. Red with his settlement on that 9, 10, 11 is really in a good spot. Yes. Block his only access to sheep. That's actually a good strategy by purple. Purple can also go for a nice settlement spot himself now. And I really need grain. Monopoly would have been nice, but that's a little bit wishful thinking, I suppose. Now a 5 or an 8 would really be welcome. I didn't get much grain just yet. Expected a little bit more out of it, to be honest. But well, my first goal is a city anyway, so that would really help my game by a lot. But it's not there just yet. So I could 3 for 1 my ore, but I don't think that's very useful. I will just buy another development card. It's a knight, okay. I always like having a knight on my hand to chase away the robber in case it's on me before my turn. A sheep? No, not auto interested in sheep. Maybe I should have asked for an ore, but I'm really too keen on my city just right now. That's just wood for everybody else but me, not good. Please roll the 5 or an 8. 7 it is. So yeah, if he goes with me, I will play my knight immediately. I can't have the robber on my property. But no, it's not me, so that's fine. Which makes a lot of sense actually, since I'm not in a dangerous spot at the moment, at least just yet. I really need some more sheep production to be in danger. If I get this 8-3 spot, I will be in good shape. I don't need any more settlements in this game, just that one on the 8-3. But I suppose I will not be getting it. But that 5 is very nice because it gives me my city. On a very important and impressive spot. So he will probably go with me, unfortunately. I really need my knight to keep the wobble away. Yeah, that's not good. At least I am on the 3-to-1 port, so I can 3 for 1. Actually, some resources. Okay, you may have that brick port, just leave me the H3. That's a nice roll, because sheep is quite rare for me. And I do need to be thinking about a settlement which costs a sheep. I also need to be thinking about who to steal from, and I think everybody has wood, which is good. But I think purple is actually the dangerous player at the moment. And purple definitely has wood or bricks in hand. So purple it is on his only weak spot. It's another sheep. Okay, I will take it. Since a development card also costs sheep, of course. But I will be asking if somebody can give me wood. Maybe I should ask for grain first. That would be the more clever strategy, I suppose. Yeah, and he asked for a grain. Okay, you can do that, Red. So now I have a road in hand. I just need to be thinking where. Let's put it here. Let's test if Red is really interested in that spot. I'm not too sure he is actually. I think he might actually just be going for cities now. So I have development card in hand, which is good. I just need that one settlement spot. If I get this one settlement, I will get enough ORV cheap to run the entire rest of the game on ORV cheap and development cards. Especially since I already have a victory point in hand, which is good. That 7 is probably not going to end very well for me. I really need to be buying another development card, just... Gray also has his city. Congratulations. That's a 7. So in order to congratulate Gray for his city, it's only natural to steal from him, I guess. And to go on this 9 seems also pretty natural. Yeah, so I will be asking for either a wood or a brick in exchange for an ore. And people should be interested, because ore is really valuable. So either wood or brick would give me a settlement, because I can 3 for 1 my grain for the other resource. No, it's not happening right now, but okay, a development. Never shy away from a development card, and it's a road building. Look, that's actually a nice one. Since I'm not great on building roads in this game. I would have actually also really welcomed the knight, because that 8 getting blocked is really hurting me. A 3, that's a sheep, that's fine, but not overly helpful. A knight, please go back to purple. Oh, he steals a sheep from me. Okay, he can do that. 6. I can buy another development card. Could also play my wood building just to secure this 8-free spot. But I don't think people are terribly interested in it anyways. That's bad. The 10 is blocked, and I really would have needed that. I could have built a city. Well, development card it is then. At least that's a knight, so I can chase that wobble away again before my next turn. But Gray is really getting a lot of ores, and he has a lot of wheat access too, and he has already built a settlement. Gray is a great danger for this game. Okay, you can have that settlement spot, that's fine. I get a sheep, which is nice. That's nobody? So yeah, I should be stealing from Gray. Although Gray has a lot of ore, and I really don't need ore at the moment. No, I don't give you wheat for your city. You're way too dangerous already. Yeah, not going to steal from Gray. He has resources which I don't approve of. Could anyone have any wood? Purple maybe? No, it's an ore. It's another 2 wheat on 5. Yeah, I really need somebody to trade me one brick. I mean brick. There has been brick in the game lately. He wants 3 ores. No, I could give 2, but not 3. Let's just go for development instead. Another knight, which is good for my overall largest army project, I guess, but not really helpful in terms of building a settlement. That's more useful already. So Red may block me now with all of his products. But he also may just build a settlement down here, which is a good spot for him. Yes, I could, if you give me a wood. He must have wood and brick in hand. Brick, okay. I will trade you a brick. He's not a dangerous player, and I really, really need to be getting on with my settlement. And that ore doesn't help me with that, and the brick does. I can now trade six grains away for... Oh, he steals from me, which is actually quite nice for me, since it pushes me away from having too many cards. That's why I wouldn't have stolen from me if I were him. If a player has exactly 8 cards, don't steal from him. Exactly for this reason. I would have to discard half my cards otherwise, and now I don't. And I don't even get the robber. I don't need to play any knights. That's good. That 9 is not very helpful, so I could maybe ask for a sheep, because I don't think there's terribly much wood in play. No, I don't have wood. Ask for a sheep for 2 grain, maybe? Yes, purple. Thank you. So now I can 3 for 1 the other for wood. And finally, I do have my settlement spot. And I don't play the knight, since I like having zero cards in hand. It's actually quite nice. Maybe I should have, if the 8 rolls, damn it. I was just too happy about not getting robbed by 7, but I probably should have. Since I have the road building in hand, I could opt for going for another settlement. That's not too disruptive to my game plan. It's a knight, okay? Yeah, let him play that knight. Better for me. I actually want to keep my knight. It's another 8, another set of resources. For me, but also for Grey, unfortunately. And Grey has many resources in hand. No, I don't have wood for you. And even if I had, I wouldn't give it to you. So I could play my knight now. I could also just ask for brick, I guess. There's many brick in play with the 5, 6, and 9, so people have brick. And yes, indeed. I could ask for wood, but I think that's stretching it. That's stretching it just a little too far. Yeah, so I will 3 for 1, or will I? I'm a little bit afraid of the 7, yeah. I will 3 for 1 for wood. And just keep it in hand, I guess. Yeah, right choice, because the 8 gives me 3 products, and that would already push me over the top. A brick for a grain seems reasonably nice. Yeah, let's do it. So they all have a lot of development cards on hand. It's going to get really interesting soon enough. I can, if I get another wood, I would buy 2 settlements. Since my road building allows me to build 2 roads for 2 settlement spots. Which also gives 2 victory points, of course. Brings me ever so closer to my goal. The largest army is 9 points. I then just need one more city to finish it. Quite reasonable. 2 settlements, a city, and largest army. There it is. No, I'm not trading you that valuable wood. Another 8. Very nice. So yeah, I don't need to play the knight at the moment, so let's play the road building instead. You can only play 1 development card per turn. And just go for 2 settlements here. What does Now, of course, I made myself a huge target, which is obvious, I hope. 9 is not a very good number. That shouldn't roll too often. People get way too much ore. So I basically just need a victory point out of the development card stack. Or the city, I guess. Both would do it. It's another 8 which is blocked, which is really bad. I really need to play that knight immediately. Monopolize the ore, that's fine because I don't have any ore. And that will be another city for him, I guess. Yeah, chase away that stupid robber. And I need... Well, Gray doesn't have any ore. But nobody has ore since he just played Monopoly, so that's out of the picture for now. Let's just steal from Gray since he has too many victory points. I don't need that brick at all, but what can you do? I have too many cards, so I will just trade for an ore and cross my fingers that it's a victory point that will finish it. It's a development card, yes, and I have finished it. Nice. Okay, that was a quite easy win. Yeah, the Orvi cheap strategy is actually really powerful once it gets rolling. So you of course need that first city to happen, that's important. And that first settlement. That first settlement's always a pain in the ass. So getting that settlement is really like it's your breaking point if you play Orvi cheap. But otherwise it's a very consistent and valuable strategy, I guess. Okay, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Have a good night. And see you soon on this channel. Bye bye.